Welcome back, and with me, Antonio Brasse, the CEO of Blockquake, and also Sam Hyun, the Chief Strategist of Blockquake. So, welcome, great to see you guys again. So, for those viewers who haven't heard, just give me kind of a description of what Blockquake is all about.
Sure. So, Blockquake is a FinTech company that we started about a year ago, and our first line of business that we're looking to open up is a cryptocurrency digital asset exchange. We're actually here at NASDAQ today, so we often use the analogy that we're trying to be the NASDAQ of crypto exchanges, meaning just bringing a sense of maturity, transparency, regulatory clarity, that type of stuff to the platform. And just larger scale as a company, we want to essentially be the Amazon of the blockchain space. You know, someone that's grew up through .com, I really love the Amazon model where they branched out into a bunch of different businesses that just complemented one another. So we plan on taking that approach. Okay,
so and I know one thing that we've talked about in the past is how you're really trying to make sure that you're following all the rules and regulations, because setting up an exchange is a major project. So, and that's one thing that differentiates you from some of the other exchanges that we're seeing pop up.
Yeah. You can talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, especially when it comes to the differentiating factors, you know, we definitely have a lot on our plate. You know, like you mentioned with the regulatory aspect, we're trying to be, you know, as regulatory driven just to make sure that we meet the expectations and, you know, especially the needs of what people are expecting within decentralized exchanges. When it comes to some of the differentiating factors, we want to tailor towards people who want that one-stop shop. You know, we want to give the options of multiple cryptocurrencies, but also give the convenience of people being able to purchase their cryptocurrencies within their fiat pairings, which, you know, whether it be USD, GBP, things along those lines.
Okay, US dollar,
US dollars or British pounds. So yes,
yeah. And so, so who would your main customers be then? People who are interested in investing in cryptocurrencies?
Initially it'll be a platform for trading cryptocurrencies. We'll look at other digitized assets later on, but initially cryptocurrencies. But that'll include the retail crowd, institutional people that are sitting on the sidelines right now because they're a little uncomfortable with the current trading platforms that are out there.
Now, in terms of, like, I know you're still kind of planning, when will you go live? When can somebody actually come on and make a trade?
Yeah, so we're looking at around mid-February to late February to be live, definitely this quarter. The technology itself will be ready. You know, you brought up regulations and compliance earlier. A lot of it, it'll be that'll determine ultimately when we go live.
You know, we're trying to really expand this on a global network, so we're really trying to just make sure that we can get our name known throughout. You know, many countries that we're working with, whether it be South Korea or even a lot of the Asian markets.
Now, we had talked a little bit about the future of the industry and where you saw things going last time we met. Has that changed at all?
Not in my eyes, just from talking to our attorneys and friends that work in regulatory bodies. It's the more involved, like, they're not looking to shut it down, they're looking to get more involved, which is a great thing. And even with some of the actions or rulings or opinions or statements made by regulators and institutions, they're statements that are very common sense driven, and that's a great thing for the industry.
Okay.
Right. Just kind of picking back off of that, you know, just the fact that there's more involvement with the regulators, I think that's a really good sign because they know, you know, what's to come, right?
So right. You don't want any surprises down the road from a regulator. You know, you want to kind of both be on the same page when you're getting ready to launch. Now, one thing that's interesting, I think, about this industry is that, I mean, despite what we've seen cryptocurrencies do in 2017, there's still a lot of interest in this space. Yeah. I mean, typically you would see, and there has been some fall off, but there's still a lot of activity going on. So it seems like there's some long-term belief still that this is a great space to be in.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, I definitely do think that we're just getting started here. Yes, you know, 2017 was a very interesting year where, you know, probably all your friends were getting involved at some point, right? But it was a bit of a fallout. But, you know, just like the markets, you know, just like everything else, you know, it's a bit of a roller coaster ride where things go up, you know, in terms of the bull market, the bear market, but I'm very confident that, you know, things are going to go well, especially for 2019.
Okay, so
And I'm always comparing it to the dot-com phase,
Yeah.
right? Like, I was in college when that started, and it's the same cycle. You've got, at the beginning phase, the technology's great, but you have bad actors or just bad projects, and it's got to get weeded out.
Yeah.
And it's just part of the process.
Right. And so blockchain.com or blockquake.com, and they can go there, they can find out more about the company, perhaps take a look at the platform at some point in the future, and read the white paper?
Yeah, it should be available not too long from now.
Okay.
Correct.
Awesome.
Correct. We also have social media platforms that are available as well, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, and so
And they can
forth.
just do a search on Twitter for Blockquake
correct,
and find out and follow you there.
Absolutely. Or even some YouTube videos that we have out right now. So, you know.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much, Antonio and Sam, for joining us again. I hope you keep coming back and sharing the story as you grow through 2019.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you as well for joining us. We'll be right back.